Hey guys, it's OTTER-DISASTER, and I know it's been a very long time for anybody who's actually watched my content, if you can call it that, that I've actually clipped together a video and edited and cut together and mostly recorded something in terms of just pure dialogue towards my audience for anybody who might be watching. And the reason I'm recording this right now is because I've been playing something that I love as a franchise for a while now, and that is Monster Hunter. And with the new game Wilds being out and me taking a month or so just to kind of play it and do my thing and just, hang out with friends, like take some people to the story, all this and all that, I decided it'd be fun to make a video, mostly for one specific reason, that is for celebration of the title update 1 that came out not too recently. And I wanted to do this as a kind of way to be kind of like a funny haha, just kind of preparatory, kind of dip my feet back in the water because I haven't done content like this in such a long time. And with it being so long since I've done content like this, I wanted to make it about something that I had a lot of passion about and a lot of raw energy that I could actually explore and kind of dip down in, and that is Monster Hunter. And Monster Hunter is a franchise that I've actually fallen in love with so much. All the way back on Monster Hunter Tri for the Nintendo Wii. That's where I picked up my first title for the game back in Generation 3, and I've fallen in love with it ever since. And I played every subsequent generation. Not everything in it, and not everything entailed also, but enough to keep me still in the community and involved in it because it's a franchise that I absolutely adore, and I respect the development team and Capcom for everything they've done for the entirety of this franchise and how much care and love and just absolute raw passion they have for this genre. So in the background right now, you're currently seeing footage of me kind of just min-maxing the way to farm raw meat in the game, or one of the ways you can do so. Simply because I wanted to do a live stream where I just did nothing but cook raw meat and grill in game and just kind of share some witty banter with friends that I had in the party chat and just kind of talk to the chat if anyone's in there and just do a little back and forth and just talk about the game and the way it's running, from like the way hunts are going to how Capcom's handling anything in the development of the game, or just future title updates, what to expect, what to kind of theorize on, or when it comes to just anything in general. And I will always be the first to say this: I am in no way an expert on anything in regards to Monster Hunter. Yes, I can hunt pretty well. Yes, I understand a good chunk of the lore. And yes, I have kind of anticipatedly, I would say in the best term, guessed certain things that were going to happen in the story when it comes to Monster Hunter, simply because of how long I've been playing the franchise. And I kind of have a knack for just kind of figuring out story beats, even when it comes to physical storytelling and non-verbal story. And I thought that was pretty impressive, though. But hopefully, with all this being said, when it comes down to the actual, I want to say, live stream happening, if anyone's there and they want to talk and hang out and chill and just chat, I'm totally down for that. But this is mostly just for me to get my feet back into the water in terms of getting back, just getting used to making content again. I do know that there is someone else I'm collaborating with currently with making a, I wouldn't say a review on Monster Hunter, but definitely a first dive into the franchise video that they're currently making. And I will say when that video inevitably comes out, I will most likely post something or make a video about that in terms of, checking them out, seeing their other content. They are very well versed in video games. And I was very much surprised when they said they wanted to collaborate and do something in terms of Monster Hunter because they're a pretty big Capcom fan, and this is one of the pieces of the entire development of Capcom that they've never touched or they've really never been able to dive into fully. And me volunteering to say, hey, I'll help you out, I'll help you get introduced, kind of have you understand the entire concept, not just of the current title, but the history and the past of the past titles, which gives you more of a broader picture of what to expect as a franchise, because this franchise demands respect when it comes to understanding the history behind it, because that does nothing but enrich the experience, really. Even if you're not in it for any kind of lore aspect or any kind of subsequent carryover in history, ultimately this is a beautiful game and it deserves to be honestly looked at with respect in terms of like the amount of effort and time put into it. And so, with that being said, I'm just going to leave the rest of the clip on here of a small, very small tidbit of footage I kind of pieced together because this was about 2 to 3 hours of grinding for me to get all the meat in the game. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed up the footage, and I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.